Hey guys, Big R81 here. Hope your day is going well. Today we're going to do a little bit of unboxing. Just got a little box in the mail here from Palmetto State Armory. So let's go ahead and check out what's inside. Alright, so let's see what we got inside here. Wow. Okay. Some nicely wrapped magazines here. Nice little brick of 10 mags. I'll go ahead and open these up and we'll take a closer look at them. Okay guys, so I finally got them unpackaged here. One thing is Palmetto State Armory, they're definitely not amateurs when it comes to shipping. They did a nice job packaging them, nice and tightly wrapped. And again, I'm not getting paid by them, I'm not getting any kickbacks or anything like that. I just want to tell you about my experience with Palmetto State Armory. They do a nice job. Some people have had complaints about how long it's taken to get items, as far as the ship times and all that kind of stuff, but I can't really complain too much. And one thing to consider when it comes to that, sometimes it might be because they do sell high volume, because they do have some pretty awesome prices from time to time, so they may be very busy. Might just be how it goes, or maybe they sold out and they're waiting for the next shipment to come in. I don't know. But anyway, how I got started with these D&H mags, by the way, a friend of mine recommended them, and during the height of the mag ban, potential mag ban, I should say, 2012, I found these mags through a company called Widener's, and I picked up 2 of these with gray finish. This one is like an epoxy coated gray finish. There is some scuffs and scratches where it's worn through the coating. This mag, has probably had at least a couple, I would say maybe a couple hundred rounds at most through it. I have reloaded it a few times and fired it and everything a few times. Not a ton of use, but it has seen some use. A lot of it is also shelf wear from being moved around from here to there and all that kind of stuff. But definitely it was a nice mag. Haven't had any problems with this. That's why I continue to use them for my metal mags. And I'll talk a little bit more about that later. And here's another one I picked up from Cabela's, actually. This one was a 2013 stamp. Again, it's a tan. I'm not sure if they call it coyote tan or earth or something or whatever they call it. I forget. But it is a tan color, and same thing, epoxy coated. Has some chips and scuffs and things in the finish on it. Again, it's a magazine. It's going to get used. It's going to get wear and tear. I'm not going to baby them, so that's going to happen. Not too worried. The Palmetto State Armory D&H mags, look pretty much all identical. These are made in 2014, the end of 2014, according to the stamp here. This one has a black Teflon coating on it. I guess it's a little different than the epoxy coat. I would imagine the epoxy coat's probably a sprayed-on coating. This is an anodized coating, so I'm not sure if that means that it was dipped in a solution to be anodized with this Teflon finish. I'm not sure. Kind of anxious to see how these hold up with some wear and tear on them. It doesn't feel like a real thick coating like the Teflon coating does, but yeah, not bad at all. And again, these come with the some of what I consider the best followers you can get for USGI style magazines. The Magpul self-leveling or anti-tilt followers, they work great. And I'll tell you this, for the price. And again, I picked these up and I usually don't like to give you guys the prices because they can change. I don't want you watching this 5 years from now and saying, wow, magazines have really gone up in price. I wish I could have bought some then or whatever. But I want to tell you that right now in this particular climate, making this video, $6.99 for this mag, plus shipping on it. Not a bad deal when you consider the Magpul follower, the coating. The Teflon coating, I think, is very nice and slippery. It's Teflon coated inside and out. That's something else that's different between the epoxy coat. You can kind of see when I push the follower down there, it's black on the inside. And these might be kind of hard to see around the reflection, but there really isn't a coating on the inside so much. It's pretty well like just a grayish color, bare aluminum, I think, on both the epoxy coated versions of them. But again, they've been great mags. Can't complain. Let's do one little test just to kind of demonstrate this. I'm picking one of these empty mags here just to see the drop test. And again, this is just one of my rifles, but I picked my Colt LE6920, and again, chamber flags in it, safety checked, all that good stuff. empty magazine. I'm going to go ahead and insert it in the mag well. Nice positive click. It feels nice and snug and tight in there. And you can go ahead and move these mags out of the way. Picking an empty mag because there's no weight in it. You know, it's very light. And it ejects, drops nicely, no problems. Didn't expect there to be any, but I just want to demonstrate that for you guys. Yeah, if you're looking for some metal mags, definitely check them out. They come up for sale from time to time. If you follow my Facebook, you know, the sale they've been in stock a couple times recently for $6.99, but they'll be out of stock pretty quickly because the pricing's awesome. They're great magazines and all that stuff. But one way to keep track of that too is I do post as much as possible to the Facebook page, so you guys can see the deals that are out there, especially if it's something good like these mags. One thing I didn't really mention to you guys, these mags do come in different colors from D&H. Now the Palmetto State Armory ones with the floor plate from Palmetto State Armory come in the Teflon coated black, which is fine for me. That's just exactly what I need, pretty much. But if you're looking for something with different colors, like they make them in like a bright yellow, you know, zombie green or whatever, purple, orange. They have some that have different graphics, I think, on them, I want to say. But those mags are usually a little more expensive than the plain Jane black Palmetto State Armory mags that have the Teflon coat. But they're all, you know, D&H mags, and they're all nice, good quality and everything. And just figure I mentioned that part. But now that I've been talking about these metal mags for a little while here, these Magpul mags, P mags, I love these things. I use them all the time. This is my everyday go-to magazine for everything at this point. But the thing that concerns me the most about polymer mags is that in how many years from now will this magazine crack and totally fail? Even if I'm only using it like lightly, let's say. How many heat cycles can it go through? And how many years, you know, can it go through in the elements until it's just, you know, brittle and hard, and I drop it and it cracks and breaks and it's useless to me? That's my question. So I figured, why put all your eggs in one basket? These metal mags are not very expensive. You know, when you figure $6.99, yeah, you can find deals. I mean, this is a really, really good deal on a mag. You can find deals on the Gen 2 P mags, you know, for a few bucks more a piece, but these are ultimately cheaper. So, you know, for every X amount of mags, you're going to get a free mag if you're comparing prices between the Magpul and these, if you kind of look at it that way. But the thing is, long-term storage, I think these will probably outlast the P mags as far as long-term storage. They're not going to get brittle. The only thing that probably will be an issue is the plastic or the polymer foil or whatever it's made out of. But I think that that's less of an issue than the whole magazine body being very brittle. Just a thought. Maybe I'm right or wrong, but figured don't put your eggs in all one basket, and keep a couple different options available to see how they work in the future. Plus, it's not a bad idea to have extra mags just in general. You know, it's a wear item. They wear out, and that's how it goes. So, anyway, guys, hopefully we'll see you out on the range. And until next time, go out and have some fun shooting.